students, in this video we will solve some more questions of this chapter. Many envelopes can be made out of a sheet of paper which is 3 meter 24 centimeter by 1 meter and 72 centimeter if each envelope requires a piece of paper of size 18 centimeter by 12 centimeter. So the question is what? A piece of paper, a sheet is there, and from this sheet envelopes are made. And suppose for making an envelope you require 18 centimeter by 12 centimeter of the paper, and the length of the sheet this sheet is given to you 3 meter and 24 centimeter, which when you will convert it will become 324 centimeter, and the breadth is given to you 1 meter and 72 centimeter, so which when you will convert into centimeter it will become 172 centimeter. So how many envelopes can be made from this sheet of paper? So what we will do here, from this entire area of the sheet envelopes will be made. So let us consider that n number of envelopes are made for one area of sheet required to make envelope, and this will be equals to the total area of the sheet. So that means n is what? The number of envelopes that you are going to make with that entire sheet, and multiply by area of the sheet which is required to make one envelope. So how much piece of the paper, what is the dimension of the piece of paper which is required to make an envelope? When you multiply by the number of envelopes, it will provide you the area of the sheet. So we have to calculate here what? How many envelopes can be made? For that n we have to calculate, and that will be equals to area of the sheet upon area of the paper required to make one envelope. So this will provide you how many envelopes will be made. So let's proceed with the question now. Let's solve it. So here what is given? The sheet, the length of the sheet of the paper is given to you 3 meter and 24 centimeter. And if you see here the piece of paper which is required to make the envelope, it is given in centimeter. So what we will do, the bigger sheet of paper, that's also dimension we will convert into the centimeters only. So 3 meter and 24 centimeter, when you will convert into centimeter, this will become 324 centimeter. Similarly the breadth is 1 meter and 72 centimeter. So the breadth will be converted into centimeter, so it will be 172 centimeter. Now we'll calculate the area of the bigger sheet from which the envelopes are made. So as you know, area of a rectangle is equals to length multiplied by the breadth. So 324 you will multiply by 172, and it will give you the area equals to 55728 centimeter square. So we have calculated the area of the sheet, bigger sheet we have calculated. Now we will calculate the area of the piece of paper which is required to make the envelope. So let's calculate it. So the length is given 18 and the breadth is given to you 12. So area will be equals to L into B, that will give you 216 centimeter square. So we have calculated the area of the entire sheet, and we have calculated the piece of paper which is used to make the envelope. So now we have to calculate how many envelopes can be made. For that we'll divide the area of the sheet by the area of the piece of the paper which is required to make the envelope. So number of envelopes that can be made will be equals to the area of the sheet divided by the area of the piece of the paper which is required to make one envelope. So the area of the sheet is 55,728 and the area of the envelope is 216, and their units will cancel each other because here is also centimeter square and here is also centimeter square. These two units will cancel each other, so the number of envelopes will be equals to 258. That means 258 envelopes can be made using the entire sheets. So this way we have done this question. Now let's proceed with the next question. So the next question is, the length and the breadth of a rectangular field are in the ratio of 7:4. The cost of fencing the field at ₹25 per meter is given to you 3,300. Find the dimension of the field. So first of all, how we will solve it? You need to understand what informations are provided, because it is asking find the dimension of the field. It is giving you the length and the breadth ratio, but for the calculation of the length and the breadth, what is needed? Either you know about the area or you know about the perimeter. And since here fencing is telling, it is telling about fencing, that means we need to calculate about the perimeter. So let's discuss this. First of all, let's understand, when you calculate the total cost, so when you calculate the total cost, what we are doing? In that case, total cost is equals to, if fencing is done, that is perimeter we used to multiply by the rate, and it provide us the total cost. So if you are knowing the rate and if you are knowing the total cost, very easily you can calculate the perimeter. So this formula only we can use here. Perimeter will be equals to total cost upon rate. So using this formula, we'll calculate the rate here. So let's proceed with the question now. So for calculation of the perimeter of the field, the total cost will divide by the rate of the fencing, and the total cost is ₹3,300 and the rate is given to you 25 meter divided. So the perimeter will be equals to 132 meter. So we have calculated the perimeter. The perimeter is 132. Now we have to calculate the dimensions of the field. So let's proceed with the question now. Let us consider that the length, since it is given here in the question, it is given here that the ratio of the length and the breadth is 7:4. So let us consider that the length is equals to 7x and the breadth is equals to 4x. Now once the breadth is given to you 4x and the length is given to you 7x here, now we'll calculate the perimeter. So let's calculate the perimeter. So perimeter of the rectangular field will be equals to twice of the length plus breadth. The length is 7x and the breadth is 4x. 7x plus 4x will give you 11x, and that is multiplied by 2 here. So this will give you 22x. So this is the perimeter of the field. So we have calculated the perimeter of the field, and in this question we have calculated earlier only what will be the perimeter of the field. So we have calculated the perimeter of the field is equals to 132. So both perimeters, since they are of the same field, so equate them, and from here we will calculate the value of x. So by dividing 132 by 22, we'll calculate the value of this x here. Once the value of x is calculated, then we will find out the length. Length is how much? 7x. So 7 multiplied by 6, this will give you 42. And the breadth is how much? 4x. So 4 multiplied by 6, this will give you 24 meter as the width or the breadth here. So this way we have calculated the dimensions of the rectangular field. I hope you have understood this question. Now let's proceed with the next question. Find the circumference of a circle whose radius is given. So you all are knowing the formula of circumference. circumference is equals to 2 pi r, where r is the radius, pi is a constant and its value is 22 upon 7 or 3.4. According to the question, we used to use the values here. So now let's calculate. So circumference will be equals to 2 pi r. The value of 2 is 2, and then the value of 2 multiplied by the value of pi is 22 upon 7, that you will put, and the radius is 28. Multiply it. When you will solve it, you will get the circumference equals to 176. So this way you will calculate the remaining also, 10.5 also and 3.5 also. This also you will calculate the circumference of the circle using the same formula. Now the next question is, find the radius of a circle whose circumference is given to you 176. So in this you have to calculate the radius, and the circumference means 2 pi r value is given to you 176. So let's solve it. So what we will do here, 2 pi r will be equals to the circumference 176. The value of pi is 22 upon 7, and radius we have to calculate 176. Do the cross multiplication as you are solving in the linear equation. So 176 multiplied by 7 upon 2 multiplied by 22. Cancel it, and when you will cancel, you will get the answer equals to 28 centimeter. So the radius of the circle will be equals to 28 centimeter. Now the next question is, find the distance covered by the wheel of a car in 500 revolutions if the diameter of the wheel is 77 centimeter. So here what is given, that a wheel is there and its diameter is given to you, that the diameter is 77 centimeter. Now it is asking how much distance this wheel will cover in 500 revolutions. So how much distance it will cover, that is asked only. So the distance covered by this wheel in one revolution will be equals to the circumference of the circle. Means when it will start moving from one end to another end, so this will be equals to what? The circumference of the circle. So the distance covered by the wheel when it will take one revolution will be equals to circumference of the circle. So that means we have to calculate the circumference of this wheel, and once we have calculated the circumference, then since the wheel is taking 500 revolutions, so we will multiply the circumference by 500 revolutions, and it will provide us the distance covered by the wheel in these 500 revolutions. So let's proceed with the question now. So it is given here that diameter is given. So you can calculate the radius, or you can use the formula of circumference. Circumference is equals to pi d, and use the formula and calculate the circumference. So this 77 will be divided by 7 11 times, and 22 multiplied by 11 will give you 242 centimeter as the circumference. So once we have calculated the circumference, now we will calculate how much distance is covered by the wheel in 500 revolution. This is the distance covered by the wheel in one revolution. So now the distance covered by the wheel in 500 revolution will be equals to 500 multiplied by 242. It will give you 121 and 30 centimeter, is 1,21,000 centimeter. Now this we will convert into kilometer. So as you know, 1000 centimeters make 1 kilometer. So this 1,21,000 centimeters will divide by 1 lakh. So this will be converted into now kilometers. So this will be 1.21 kilometers. So that means the distance covered by the wheel in 500 revolutions will be equals to 1.21 kilometer. Now the next question is, the perimeter of a square is given 64 centimeter. Find the length of each side. So when regular figures are there, very easily you can calculate the side if the perimeter is given. So you have to calculate the length of the side. So the length of the side will be equals to perimeter upon number of sides. And since the number of sides are 4 in a square, so the perimeter will be divided by 4 and it will give you the length of each side. If it is a pentagon, then the perimeter will be divided by number of sides in the pentagon is 5, so divided by 5. If it is a hexagon, then the perimeter will be divided by 6 and so on. This way you can calculate the length of each side. Now the next question is, count the number of squares enclosed by the figure and find its area, taking the area of each square as 1 centimeter square. So in this figure you can see here, it's a figure and it's an irregular figure here because we don't have much information here, but you can see here this figure is having some complete boxes and some incomplete boxes. So each complete box you will count and you will multiply it by 1 centimeter square. So this way the number of, because we have to calculate the area, so each complete box area will be equals to 1 centimeter square. So here how many complete boxes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this will be multiplied by 6. That means 6 centimeter square. These are the complete boxes. Now how many half boxes are there? So if you see here, we are having 1, 2, 3 and 4. Exactly 4 half boxes. So 1 half box area is equals to 1 by 2 centimeter square and we are having 4 half boxes. So multiplied by 4, that means the area of each half box will be equals to half centimeter square multiplied by 4. That will give you the area of these 4 boxes will be, half boxes will be equals to 2 centimeter square. Now the complete area will be equals to 6 multiplied by 1, that means complete boxes area plus half boxes area. Half boxes are 4 multiplied by 1 by 2 and this will give you the area of this figure, which is equals to 8 square centimeters. So this way you can calculate the areas of any figure. And in this you have to keep some more things in mind, that if a figure, in this figure, if this box is less than half, then you have to ignore it. If the box is less than half, then you will ignore, but if the box is more than half, then you have to consider it as a complete box. But if it is exactly half, then you will take the area equals to 1 by 2. So this you have to take care. Now the next question is, a lane 150 meter long and 9 meter wide is to be paved with bricks, each measuring 22.5 centimeter by 7.5 centimeter. So find the number of bricks required. So in the question what is given here, a road is there and its dimensions are given to you. The length of the road is 150 meter and the breadth is given to you 9 meter. And now it is paved, means on this bricks have to be put. So that means the entire road will be filled with bricks. So now we have to calculate how many bricks are required to completely pave this lane. And the dimension of each brick is given to you 22.5 centimeter and 7.5 centimeter. So if you see here, the lane, the road dimensions are, units are given in meter, whereas the brick is comparatively very small. In comparison to the lane, it is very small. So its dimensions are given in the unit of centimeter. So what you will do here, the lane dimensions unit we will convert into centimeter, and then we will calculate the number of what will be the number of bricks here. So for that, what we will do, since this entire area, this entire road will be covered by bricks, so that means the number of bricks multiplied by area of one brick will be equals to area of the lane, because the lane will be completely filled with the bricks only. So if the number of the bricks will be multiplied by the area of one brick, it will give you the area of the lane. And since we have to calculate how much will be the number of bricks there, so we will divide the area of the lane by area of a brick. So now let's proceed with the question. Now let's calculate first of all the area of the lane, and then after the area of the brick, and then we will perform the division. So in the question it is given here, the length of the road is 150 meter. When you will convert, it will be converted into 15,000 centimeter. The breadth of the road is given to you 9 meter, that will be converted into 900 centimeter. Now the area, for area we will multiply this and we will get 1,35,000 centimeter, 1,35 lakh centimeter square as the area here. Now let's calculate the area of the brick also. So the area of the brick will be equals to the length multiplied by breadth, that is 22.5 multiplied by 7.5, and it is giving you the area equals to 168.75 centimeters square. So we have calculated the area of the lane also, and we have calculated the area of a brick also. Now we will perform the division in order to find out how many bricks will be required. So let's do it now. So the number of bricks will be equals to the area of the road divided by the area of one brick. So divided, here decimal is there, so for the removal of the decimal you will increase 2 zeros here, then perform the division and you will get here 80,000 bricks are required to pave the entire lane or entire road. So this way we will do the question. So the next question is calculate the area of the shaded region given below. So if you see this figure, it's not a rectangle, it's not a square, it's a polygon, it's a closed figure and made up of line segments. So we have to calculate the area of this shaded region. So what we have done, it has been splitted in two parts, and now each part, if you see individually, it's a rectangle. So we will calculate the areas of both the rectangles separately, and then after we will add in order to calculate the area of the shaded region. So let's do it now. So before doing the calculation, we need to take care of one more thing. We have to find out the dimension of both the figures. So if you see here, we have splitted the figure in two parts, first part and this is the second part. Now we need to calculate the dimension of both the figures. So ABCD, if we have to calculate the dimension, so the length is given 1 meter, but we are not knowing what is the breadth here. So BD length we have to calculate. For that, what we will do, from here to here, from A to E, the distance is 10 meter. So the length, this width is given to you 10 meter, and if you say this CE is of 2 meter. So from this 10, if we subtract this 2, so the length of this BD will be 8 meter and the length is 1 meter. So now we can calculate the area of this part. So first part area we can calculate. As you know, area of this rectangle will be equals to L into B. The length is 1 meter and the width is, or the breadth is 8 meter. So 1 multiplied by 8, that will be equals to 8 meters square. So the first figure area we have calculated. Now let's calculate the area of the next figure. So in the next figure, if you see here, the width is given to you 2 meter, but length we are not knowing. This CF length we are not knowing. Here DG is given to you 8 and this one is given 1 meter. So all together this length CG will be equals to 8 plus 1, that is equals to 9. So that means this EF is of 9 meter and this GF is of 2 meter. So the area of this figure will be how much? 9 multiplied by 2, that will be equals to 18. So we have calculated the area of both the figures. Now let's solve it and find out how much will be the total area of this shaded region. So area of the complete figure will be equals to area of this rectangle ABCD and then area of CEFG. So area of this ABCD we have calculated 8 meters square and area of CEFG is equals to 18 meters square. Let's add it. So the area of the shaded region will be how much? 26 meter square. So this will be the area of the given shaded region. So this way we will calculate the question. Now the next question is, a room is 13 meter long and 9 meter broad. Find the cost of carpeting the room with a carpet 75 centimeter broad at the rate of rupees 65 per meter. What is given here? A floor is given to you and then dimension of the floor is 13 meter by 9 meter and a carpet is there and the width of the carpet is given to you 75 centimeter. So this carpet you have to, with this carpet we have to cover the entire this floor. That means this way we will carpet. That means the total area of the floor will be covered by the carpet. With this carpet it will be covered. So how to it is asked find the cost of carpeting the room. That means we need to calculate the area of the carpet as well as we have to find out, and for area what is needed, we should know the length and the breadth of the carpet, then only we can calculate. But the breadth is given here but the length is not given. So in order to first of all calculate the length, what we will do, we will calculate the area of the room, and this area of the room will be covered by the carpet of width 75 centimeter. So let us consider that the length of the carpet is L. So the area of the room will be covered by the total area of the carpet, and with that we will be able to calculate what will be the length. Once we have calculated the length, then we can find out the cost of carpeting. So let's proceed with the question. So first of all we will calculate the length, the area of the room. So length of the room is 13 meter and the width of the room is 9 meter. So area of the room will be 117 meters square. Now this is the area of the room which has to be covered by the carpet. Now let us consider that the carpet length is equals to x and the width is given to you 75 centimeter. This 75 centimeter, since the carpet the room is given in meter, so carpet length also will convert into meter. So for that the 75 centimeter will be divided by 100, so it will be 0.75 meter. So width is 0.75 meter and the length is x. So now we will calculate what will be the area of the carpet. So area of the carpet, L into B. L is x here and B is 0.75. So this will be the area of the carpet. Now this area of the carpet will be equals to the area of the room, because the entire room has to be covered with the carpet. So now let's calculate the length of the carpet now. So The area of the carpet is 0.75x and the area of the room is given to you 117. So let's calculate what will be the length of the room. So the length of the room will be what? 117 will be divided by 0.75. So when you will solve, you will get the length of the room equals to 156 meters. So this way we have calculated the length now. So once we have calculated the length here, now in the question it is given the cost of 1 meter of carpet is given here rupees 65. So we are having 156 meter of the carpet. So its cost will be equals to 156 multiplied by the rate 65. When you will multiply, you will get the answer equals to 10,140. That means the cost of the carpet will be how much? 10,140. So children, we have completed the chapter now. Now you will complete all the questions from this unit 21 A, B, C in your copy. A, B, C and D, all the questions you will do in your copy.